Welcome to the ZimmCast, a program dedicated to bringing you what's new in agricultural marketing. The ZimmCast is the official podcast of AgWired and hosted by Chuck and Cindy Zimmerman.
Hello and welcome to the ZimmCast. I'm Chuck Zimmerman. In this episode, I'm going to share an interview with Matt Weeks, AgIntel Lead at AdFarm. We discuss the inaugural AgIntel Index Report. This will be a yearly report that dives into the trends and insights dominating the conversation in agriculture. This is information that matters to agri-marketers and ag leaders. In addition, I'm adding a wrap-up interview with Brent Kemp. He's president and CEO of AgGateway, about the organization's annual conference, my last on-location work of the year. You can find the AgNewsWire virtual ag newsroom with lots of photos and interviews and more. So let's get started. First of all, Matt, introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Yeah, my name is Matt Weeks. I'm the director of AgIntel here at AdFarm. I've been with the agency for just over 12 years now. And look forward to the conversation.
Well, AdFarm has just released the 2025 AgIntel Index Report. Tell us a little bit about this report and what it entails.
Yeah, you bet. So it is the first of what we hope to be an annual report that we are producing. It's really a combination of a few different things. One being our AgIntel initiative here within the agency, which looks at a lot of different research and insights that are in the industry, as well as our Farm Voice community and our Farm Voice events, and really combines a lot of that information and insights that we learn throughout the year to help distill it down into some actionable ideas and insights for our clients and for the industry as well.
So how does this fit with the AdFarm's unique differentiators, which make the agency closer to the farmer?
So we're an agency that's focused 100% within agriculture. To do that, we find that we have to really understand the nuances and the perspective of producers who are actively farming today. AgIntel and Farm Voice is both of those initiatives are really ways that we work to do that better than anybody else. And the AgIntel Index Report is really one of the ways in which that comes to life. It takes a lot of the insights and research that we do throughout the year, as well as the learnings that we have from our Farm Voice live events in both the U.S. and Canada, and puts a North American perspective on the topics and the trends that are most relevant to agriculture today.
So this is going to be released annually. Are you finding new technologies that help you put together this kind of a report?
You know, that's one of the ways in which we develop the report. But I would say that it's all curated and written by actual ad farmers. No AI was used in the production of this report. So one of the sections that we do talk about is artificial intelligence and the role of AI in farming today. But no AI was used in the production of this report.
Yeah, so my next question was, what are the trends, the challenges, and opportunities that you found in the report?
So the annual report will be developed in looking at across 6 core areas: farm economics and policy, technology adoption, sustainability, the media landscape, brand values, and consumer demands. Within each of those 6 core sections, each year will be different based on what's happening within geopolitical environments, what's happening in agriculture, some of the macro and micro trends that are occurring. But there was a number of areas that we explored more in depth this year, including such things as artificial intelligence on the farm. How do you build better authenticity in agricultural marketing, better ways that we can connect with consumers and align ourselves with consumer demand, nuances, and in a number of different areas as well.
So what is your Farm Voice community? Can you describe? I saw that in the report, and I was just kind of wondering about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Farm Voice community is a collection of active farmers and ranchers in both the United States and Canada. We have about 500 individuals that represent both U.S. and Canadian agriculture, and we're always looking to grow that community as well. This is a community that we use to help us understand the nuances of things that are happening within farms and farmers. It's a way for us to pressure test creative ideas, understand some of the nuances around some of the emerging trends that's affecting them at the farm gate, and really just a way for us to continue to ground ourselves with what's happening at the farm gate and how we can better align ourselves and our clients to some of those initiatives.
So how can folks find the report?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a number of ways. One way, you can visit our website at adfarm.com. Our newest blog posting has information about the index report, as well as a link to be able to download, as well as you can follow us on all the social media channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, and there's information there about how to register to receive the report.
Well, before we close, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Not at all. I appreciate you taking the time for the conversation, and yeah, feel free to reach out to me and visit our website, and we always look forward to feedback on the report as well.
Well, we will look forward to next year. So thank you, Matt, for your time.
Thank you, Chuck. Next
is my interview with Brent Kemp. Brent, first of all, introduce yourself to us and tell me what you do.
I'm Brent Kemp. I'm AgGateway's president and CEO, and what that really means I do is I make sure our members have a great experience as AgGateway members through participation in working groups, or like we're doing here this week in Clearwater, Florida, at our annual meeting and conference.
Well, tell me a little bit about the new 5-year plan that you guys have put in place.
Our key watchwords, if you will, for the coming 5 years are implement, impact, and advocate. One of the things that we learned from our previous 5-year plan, which was focused on create, engage, and grow, was that we had a very well-defined, very well-structured, but very stringent idea of what that plan was going to be. And as we looked at the next 5 years, 2026 to 2030, we really wanted to make our planning more flexible, more agile, more responsive to the needs of members and the market. And we focused on these 3 areas. Implementation has always been key to the work that gets done in AgGateway. Our members find value and achieve business value when they implement the standards and resources that they cooperatively develop here. And then they can show the impact of what that implementation has done for their businesses, for their customers, for their trading partners, and ultimately translating that back to value in the form of time savings, revenue opportunities, new business opportunities. Both implementation and the impact that they can show allows our member companies to advocate for further work, further implementation within their trading communities, and especially at our C-suite, advocating with their peers to be part of the work that we do here. So,
how about, is there more of a focus on education than there has been?
At this conference, I think that's true. Overall, the plan definitely supports education, but this conference, we've really tried to focus on professional development and education, especially what we heard from the members was take a deep dive into artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Talking about AI, what are your feelings or the impact that it's going to have with AgGateway, and do you need to be prepared?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody needs to be prepared, right? We had some great presentations from Preston Fay and Tammy Craig Schilling. We had a wonderful panel discussion between the 3 of them that had great involvement from the participants, and that really teased out a couple of things for me. Number one, we're focused a lot on the data and the tooling, but Tammy Craig Schilling's presentation pulled out one word that was used twice, and that was ethics. And I think AgGateway has a real role to play in convening conversations around the use of data, the ethical use of data in AI, whether it's agentic AI or generative AI, and how the industry would like to come together and talk about how do we use this data ethically? How do we understand the problems, the challenges, but also the opportunities?
Have you, well, I know that it's just coming to a close here at this conference, but plans for the future?
Oh, absolutely. This has been a great conference for us. We'll be together again at our mid-year meeting in Altoona, Iowa next June, and we'll be back in Nashville in November. So we're going to continue the conversation, and we're not going to wait until those face-to-face meetings. We're going to have our virtual meetups. One of the great things that was new this year was what we affectionately called the beer and bull session. It followed on from the panel discussion on AI, but all of the participants in the conference got together over 6 different tables and just talked. It was, as Jeremy Wilson said, it was the first time he had seen all of our participants having the hallway conversations in the room. And we're going to take the feedback that we got from there, the ideas, the pain points, the challenges, and the opportunities, compile that, and turn that into our work plan for the next 12 to 18 months. I'm really excited to see what comes out of the reports, and I look forward to work in continued in AI and supply chain messaging and helping our members navigate the changes in technology. And again, this is all driven by the members, so being able to be here in person, getting that feedback has been invaluable for AgGateway.
All right, well, thank you very much, Brent, for visiting here a little bit as we're coming to the close of the AgGateway Annual Conference. I'm Chuck Zimmerman. Cindy and I decided to retire from on-location work after 20-plus years with ZimmCom, and this doesn't mean we won't be working, though, with news release distribution and podcasts. So we'll be updating you as we work towards the end of this year. So that's the ZimmCast for now. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for listening.
You've been listening to the ZimmCast, the official podcast of AgWired. Check us out at www.agwired.com to find out what's new in agricultural marketing.